y'all, what's up? Greetings and welcome to Keeping Up with Horror. I'm Horror, your host. Let's jump right into it. So, yeah, man, the name of the video is exactly what it said. Flat Earthers have lost their damn mind. And if you someone that's a flat earther, or you one of those flat earth people, I'm gonna be honest with you. What are you smoking? And can I get some? Because if whatever you smoking got you that delusional that you actually believe that the earth is flat with all the scientific facts that proves it to be a spear and hollow in the inside. Earth is basically a circle or a spear of cheese, Swiss cheese with holes in it that's wrapped around in some crust. So I've always kind of like asked myself like how does people come by this? And for the longest part, it's never been answered. You know what I mean? And it's numerous facts. Like, for example, NASA and Artemis 2, they're sending photos and pictures of a sphere of the moon and Earth. You know what I mean? And it's just like, we've been to the moon multiple times, so it's like, what else more proof do y'all need? Like, come on, even the crescent. Look at this crescent right here.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I don't
Hold on, Ryan Reynolds. Hold on.
Mint's premium wireless.
Hold on, Ryan Reynolds.
$15 a month.
Ryan Reynolds, give me a minute. This is live, people. You see this? Live. This is live. That's a sphere. That's a circle. It's not flat. It's 3D. So what are you? I seen a video where they debunked flat earthers. It's like this. Y'all just don't make sense, man.
Stop, Professor Dave explains.
Let's get into the video.
Throughout this astronomy series, we've learned quite a bit about every object you could hope to see in the night sky, as well as many others that you can't. So how does all of this fit in with the understanding held by the common public? For one thing, just the way that an understanding of chemistry and biochemistry makes it easy to refute things like alternative medicine, the understanding of astronomy we have just gained will make it easy to refute similarly alternative cosmological models, most notably the present fad that is the flat Earth model. There exists a community of folks who believe that, contrary to everything the human species has learned over the past few centuries, the world is not spherical, but is instead flat, and is also the center of the universe.
Y'all stupid.
A knee-jerk reaction to this is often one of disbelief and even mockery, but rather than go that route, let's consider this model in a rigidly academic way. Whether the Earth is flat or round, we should be able to demonstrate it, and show how all astronomical phenomena make sense in one model versus the other. Let's go through some of these phenomena now and put them into context. First, let's just look at the celestial sphere. We look up and we see stars and planets going around. The flat Earth model says we stay still while everything goes around us, and the round Earth model says we rotate, which is what causes the apparent motion of objects in the sky. At face value, with no further investigation, these are two completely valid hypotheses. Either of them could feasibly explain what we see in the sky. Now let's
Pause. No, it don't. Not the flat earthers, not this BS over here. Man, come on now, people. Like, y'all, I know that, you know what I'm saying, like, there's some stupid people out there. Like, I comprehend that. Like, There's some people that have done some dumb shit and stupid stuff and don't make sense at all. Like, I know y'all know people like that. But come on now, bruh. Flat Earth. Man, stop. If the Earth was flat, when that asteroid is science, y'all, man, it's scientific fact. When that asteroid hit 65 million years ago and killed all the dinosaurs, or most of them at least, that asteroid would have literally went straight through the Earth. It didn't. So just stop. Like, if it was flat, it would have went directly through the Earth. But no, it got stopped by some hard ass Scotch cheese with a crust around it. A spear. This circle right here.
To dig a little deeper, what are some details we noticed about the celestial sphere and certain earthly phenomena? We experience night and day, alternating periods of light and dark that change over time. We see the ecliptic. This is the part of the sky that traces the sun's path throughout the year, as well as the paths of all the planets.
Facts.
The path of the sun follows a slowly tilting pattern that lasts 1 year.
Facts.
This length of time also outlines other cycles observed on Earth, which we call the seasons.
Triple facts.
These seasons go a particular way in the northern hemisphere and the opposite way in the southern hemisphere. There exists a phenomenon called the Coriolis effect, whereby rotating masses like storms rotate in one direction in the northern hemisphere and the other direction in the southern hemisphere. Each hemisphere also sees an entirely different collection of stars. These are just a handful of the observations we can make that beg to be explained. Here is where the round Earth becomes obvious. All we have to do is understand that the Earth is roughly spherical, spinning on an axis tilted somewhat from the vertical, and going around the sun, just like all the other planets. This singular assumption makes all of the observations fall into place. As Earth rotates, it's daytime when facing the sun and nighttime when facing away from the sun. The apparent motion of all these celestial objects utilizes elliptical paths and can therefore be predicted. The seasons occur because of the amount of sunlight hitting one hemisphere versus the other at any given time in Earth's orbit. 1 year is also no longer an arbitrary amount of time. It's equal to one revolution of the Earth around the sun, and the differing lengths of night and day are also explained by the tilt in the rotational axis. The Coriolis effect is just the result of simple physics related to rotating bodies like the Earth.
Bob told us that they were going to test the alien craft that night.
The hemispheres have different skies because they point out at different regions of space. Everything we see makes perfect sense with one simple, unifying assumption. That's what science is all about. In the flat Earth model, all of these observations require their own separate explanations.
So excited.
What is night and day? If you try to place a luminous object like the sun above a plane like the flat Earth, how does light reach half the plane and not the other half? Say you come up with a mechanism whereby light dissipates appropriately. How does this then fit with other observations? What are the seasons? If you try to explain them by pulling the sun closer and farther from the Earth, how can it be winter in the north and summer in the south? What is the Coriolis effect? If Earth is a plane, what magically alters the rotation of a storm in one half of the plane compared to the other? Shouldn't we also all be seeing the same night sky, since our lines of sight all face the same direction? Flat Earth subscribers do actually attempt to answer all of these questions, but beyond the fact that the explanations are never mathematically or logically sound, the sheer fact that each phenomenon requires its own independent explanation makes it unscientific. If we invent a luminous sun-like object and start tracing elaborate paths through the sky, This is just the epicycles from the geocentric model all over again. It's assumption upon assumption, adjustment upon adjustment, all of which are totally ad hoc, based in nothing but an attempt to fit observation. This is very poor science. When we say the Earth is round and put the sun at the center of all this motion, not only are all of these phenomena easy to explain, even to a layperson, but predictions can be made. In 2017, a total solar eclipse occurred over the United States. Using a modern understanding of astronomy, we can do math to predict any such event, like eclipses, the return of Halley's Comet, or anything else. This is done very simply with the sun at the center and using Kepler's laws regarding elliptical orbits, which involves basic algebra accessible to anyone.
Facts.
Only in this model is the math so easy. So when we operate under this framework and say that a solar eclipse is going to happen at this time, on this day, in this place, and then it does match our prediction with extreme precision, there can be no clearer vindication for this model of the solar system. Game, set, match. The flat Earth model can never make such predictions, not just because the notion of an eclipse has no logical basis, but also as there is no unifying mathematical system. It's a bunch of separate phenomena with separate explanations, if such explanations even exist. It doesn't end there. The flat Earth model has a huge laundry list of other things to explain besides what we have mentioned so far. Everything we see in space is a sphere. Why is Earth the only thing that isn't? Things fall to the Earth because of gravity, which attracts things to Earth's center of mass. If Earth is not a sphere, why do things fall to the Earth? What is gravity? The implications run so much deeper than just what rotates around what. Ad hoc solutions are offered, like the idea that the flat Earth is accelerating upwards with an acceleration of 9.8 meters per second squared.
Oh, y'all
And that's
real
why
stupid.
we all stick to the ground.
Y'all are real stupid. Y'all actually, but man, y'all think that gravity is the Earth moving upwards? Y'all, wow. Wow. Like I am flabbergasted. Wow. This I can't believe it. I don't even want to continue. But I think that we've heard enough facts here today to know that the Earth is not flat. It is a sphere. It's round. Okay. I'm just lost for words. If you like, I'm shocked. But the next time I hear this explanation of what gravity is to flat earthers, I'm gonna die laughing. I'm literally gonna laugh in your face. I cannot believe that there are people out here that think gravity is just moving upwards. Like, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
But this doesn't help. It actually makes things worse. What is up? What is causing the acceleration? If it is constantly accelerating, we should be traveling the speed of light by now. What is meant to be a simple explanation actually complicates things so much further. Then there is the matter of the geometrical implications. How do we slice up the globe to make it flat? What places are far away that we thought were close? How is it possible to fly or sail around the world, which has indeed been done by so many people? Where is the edge of the Earth? Why hasn't anyone seen it? What about all the pictures we have of the Earth from space? Again, ad hoc solutions are required for all of these questions. It is proposed that a huge ice wall surrounds the Earth, which we call Antarctica. No one can go there because NASA is guarding it. How? Where is the personnel? Where is the budget for such an operation? NASA also fabricates all of the photos we see. Why? What is the motivation? And how? We have had photos of the Earth from space since the 60s, which predates computer editing software by several decades.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, you need to just...
The logical hole gets deeper and deeper. Because it is impossible to form a consistent framework for these observations, the model must turn to conspiracy. Now, to be clear, I am a firm believer that outside-the-box thinking should be encouraged, and we should always be ready to challenge institutions and governments. But the validity of a conspiracy theory depends largely on how many people have to be in on it. The notion that all the governments and all the scientists and all the airline pilots and flight attendants and communication technology operators and thousands of others are all in on it, it starts to get pretty absurd. The manufacturing
It
of
definitely
a holographic
does.
sphere playing a
It definitely
movie of the
does.
heavens, which is operated by unknown entities oppressing mankind into deception and slavery, is really what we are left with for the flat earth model. And perhaps that realism...
I'm just going to end it there. So there you have it. We've heard enough facts to prove that the earth is not flat. We've heard enough facts to prove that the earth is a circle or a sphere. We've heard enough facts that gravity, if you know anything about gravity, it pulls in all directions, which is also another reason why the earth is a sphere, a circle, is round, because that's just the gravitational pull. And that's probably more than likely why the sun is round and all these planets and damn near everything that has a gravitational pull is round. So I just don't know what to tell y'all. I really don't know. To the flat earthers, y'all lost y'all damn mind. Y'all have lost y'all damn mind, flat earthers. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and listening and keeping up with Horror. I'm Horror, your host. Until next time, always remember peace, love, and unity. Flat earthers, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm flabbergasted. I just absolutely do not know what to tell y'all. But I'll see you on the next one. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. I would definitely appreciate the love and the support. I'm out.